it's Vergil. So in this one, we're going to be getting into the top 10 best units in the game tier list post the 6th anniversary / after party. That's what they're calling this. The after party LF. Basically, this time around last year, we got LF Perfect Cell. We got another powerful opponent in the same time around. Wasn't a future character, but none other than LF Omega Shinron. I know the hype is through the roof for this guy, bro. GT. Yes, sir. Realistically, his animations are gorgeous. Really great top 10 contenders alongside the 1% Rage. And this is going to be one of those, you know, definitely different tier lists because I'm not a sheep. And, you know, your favorites, I don't know. This is probably going to go against the way that you see a lot of tier lists out there because I actually played a game. I'm not just a content creator. I play the PvPs. We're top 8 right now global. Was top 2 yesterday or this morning. And you know, we're playing the PvP. So I know what the best teams are, the best units. There's going to be no bias. I'm going to have to bring some of my favorite characters down. You know, there's definitely difference. You know, this is going to be a meta list. So individually, my girlfriend's calling. Hello? Babe, I'm in a video. I'm recording a video. Can I call you back? Sweet. She understands. But yeah, meta individually and, you know, standard and proud mode. There's going to be all the factors in this one video. This is not, you know, just he say, she say, follow the leader. Yes, sir. This is the same tier list as everybody else. So this guy said this. So this is what I believe also. This is, you guys want facts? Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Best unit in the game has not changed. We're going to drop G4 on the #1 slot. We're going to just start out like that with the banger. I think this guy has the strongest field presence in the game, whether that's on his main tags, whether that's on leader slot. Me personally, I'm using a Majin Buu Saga team in proud mode. And in standard mode, I'm also using Gogeta 4. But this is what that team looks like right here. Majin Buu Saga has stonks right now. This is one of those first Saga teams that is not movies, that is like god tier in the game, right? And they have a lot of like versatility, a lot of overlapping taggings, whatever you want to run. But yeah, G4 on the leader with Majin Buu Saga. I think it's easily arguable best proud mode team, and you know, one of the best standard mode teams as well. But this guy in general, doesn't matter what team you're leader slotting him, just showed you. And his gauge presence, you know, it's not as punishing as someone's like ultimates, or excuse me, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's like gauge character in general. He's definitely toxic, but in a sense of just so much control. He has so much safety net with his gauge. He's definitely going to keep healing. You know, a little bit squishy. I think that is the one thing that's obviously known, but his ultimate is basically a Rising Rush. And given it can be canceled, like the buff effects, there's powerful characters to kind of stop him, put him down. We got Gogeta Blue with the Assault Chain, Evil Boo, Gohan with the cancellation buff effects, and then, of course, you know, the new Omega with his indestructible mechanic. But this guy, just in general, great partners. By the way, Omega pairs fantastically with him on GT. You know, other setups, I think a Fusion Warrior's best in the game right now. I think GT definitely got its stonks up. The thing with GT is that you need to have max stars. I get this is like a high rank best units list, and the stars are going to be high anyways. But if we're comparing high stars to high stars, Fusions is still going to be above. I think Majin Buu Saga is still going to be above. GT's got it, right? If we're talking Omega, we're talking Rage, we're talking Gogeta 4. But when it comes to like units from these past couple of months, Bomku's already like fodder. Super 17, believe it or not, utility-wise, he's still great, but just becoming a slightly fodder. And then Baby's getting there also. Good. But yeah, Region just got their stonks up with Omega, but we're getting a little bit off. I don't know, not really off topic, but just, yeah, that's the first place character. Just too good. The utility's way too good. The Vanish Restore on blue card. If you guys didn't know, this guy's blue is basically a mix of the tag fours, like Goku Vegeta's blue card, or you're getting Vanish Restore, you're getting a damage multiplier. Dude is really disgusting. AoE green card, you know that. Second place character, I think it's really, really easy right now. I actually changed my opinion with further analyses. You know, I had Gogeta Blue above SV. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. They were both in the range of it. Fusion Warrior is still a top combo if you want to run all three fusions together. Whether you want to run CMZ in the mix, whether you want to run Omega now in the mix. Great rush protection from Omega, by the way. This is going to be your top, you know, this was my top 3, but I had it like this. I'm going to put SV on number 2. This guy, guaranteed rush. I mean, you guys know the drill. Ever since I started, like, actually playing top ladder, you know, we casually play top ladder, but like in a terms of like a grind sense, this guy is just a rush merchant, super rush merchant, gets his rush really fast. You can actually hold off from doing that to keep healing and utilizing the tag bros before you fuse. Guaranteed rush effects, easy cover nullification, easy vanish restoration, and it's unlimited, right? It's not like you get the one main pop, the vanish restore on Gogeta Blue. You can constantly get it with this guy. But really nice damage dealer. Team options, Majin Buu Saga being the top option in Proud and Standard. I think Majin Buu Saga is going to be the reason we're going to see some differentials in this ladder, or in this tier list specifically, because I would normally do this for Fusion Warriors, and you could still do this. It's going to be in a range of characters where you have arguable placements and takes, and it's an acceptable place to put this guy either 3 or even 2, I'd still say. Gogeta Blue is phenomenal. Just right now, with a lot of the experience that I've been playing with Majin Buu Saga, it's an unstoppable team. And you know, me personally, I haven't even been able to use Gogeta Blue because I'm too busy running Majin Buu Saga. So number 3, we're actually adding Ultimate Gohan, and you guys might agree with this, you might not. They're all in the range. I think they're in the range from 2 to 4 to, I don't think he's below 4, to be honest. But you guys know this guy, the unlimited greens and blues, double vanish restore, you know, a double gauge, where he's getting the, you know, the time gauge, the tag gauge, the long range blue card, the cancellation buff effects, the drop combo into vanish removal ultimate. This guy does it all, but on top of that, the team options, right? Even teams that are not normally being ran in top rank, you have the options to be running that. So Sun Family, still, you know, overlapping tags, hybrid sands, but most importantly, Majin Buu Saga is the best team in the game. I really think it is, especially in Proud mode. That's, you know, what you're seeing 9 times out of 10. I mean, GT enjoyers are coming out of the woodworks, but I promise you, I don't think it is better than Majin Buu Saga as a whole, especially if you have G4 lead, which is what I'm currently running. But the cancellation buff effects might be one of the strongest mechanics in the game to protect you from numerous things, right? Whether that's the Super Vegito Rising Rush or even the G4 Ultimate. So this guy's stonks are through the roof. Number 4, Assault Chain, Gogeta Blue. I think he is fantastic. I think he's been over slandered. I personally liked to gas him up, and he was above for me a little while ago, but just more and more and more proven that, especially in Proud mode, which is the more competitive PvP side right now, because it is the faster way to grind up the ladder. I think you do need to dabble in both. So with my experience, you need to actually play both modes. It's not just one mode strictly. You have to play both modes to climb ladder. Gogeta Blue counters the 2 best purples. Assault Chain is the only thing that counters Gauge characters. So, you know, UI struggling, Ultra Gohan struggling. G4 is countered color and ability wise. Clutch, Last Man. You know, Gogeta actually has numerous top tier equipment options, Zenkai buffer options, and just really durable, very strong damage, and, you know, just team versatility as well. Like, you God Key, Fusion Warriors, movies, but, you know, primarily you're running him on Fusion Warriors, I'm going to be completely honest. And typically, I feel like this is the norm right here. A lot of people are going to continue to glaze this character because it's deserved. I think CMZ is a godly, bro. So this guy right here, this fellow would typically be right here. I can see it. I honestly still can see it. This dude is crazy. He's very crazy. Hear me out. He is very crazy. But he's not necessary anymore. With everything going on right now, there is literally one yellow in the PvPs, and that's Gogeta Blue, and he's not even on the best team right now. I mean, you could say Fusion Warriors, and that's fine, but I'm thinking Omega Rush Protection Fusion Warriors is a lot more comfortable right now over the variant with him, because if you're running this trio, no Rush Protection. If you're running this trio, there's no Rush Protection. If you're running any of them together, you're getting Rise and Rush, bro. You're getting one-shot ultimate. Doesn't matter. This guy, great option, great burst damage, AoE green, cover null, the nullify, endurance on main abilities, all really strong things. But I honestly believed this since the release of this character. Let me find him. You guys are gonna be like, what the heck? No way. Yes way. Yes way. It is finally time with the implementations, because we haven't even gotten to that point of the list yet, but with the implementations of Kid Buu, getting even more partners like regeneration characters, Omega Shinron, Rage Shinron, Majin Buu Saga just thriving so heavily. This guy, not staple. This guy, staple. Simple as that. Keywords. There's one yellow. I mean, I guess there's Rage as well, but we're 1% Rage. We're really going to have this guy higher than that to counter 1% Rage, bro. Rage, maybe, but I personally don't see it. I think Buu, not only individually, but just in a team aspect right now with Majin Buu Saga, with regen gaining value. I mean, these guys are also on regen, by the way. The blast side of regen is finally up. You could also run Ultimate Gohan on a Majin Buu / regen setup. You name it. He's just got a numerous amount of teams right now, but just the individual kind of endurance, you know, the partners he's ran with, Evil Buu Gohan with the cancellation buff effects, having a double endurance combination, you know, canceling Vegeto's Rising Rush ability, canceling the Ultimate Gogeta Force, and you swap into a character like Kid Buu, just the constant card draw speed, vanish restore abilities, like even higher, if not stronger burst abilities than CMZ right now. I think his damage is just that ludicrous. Like, he is disgusting. He has so much damage potential. But yeah, there are very, very similar Zenkais, but I do think the edge does go to Kid Buu. Both got plats, both got Zenkais, both in a similar position with their teams being top tier, whether this guy's on Fusion Warriors, God Key, whatever, but it's mainly fusions. But this Majin Buu on Majin Buu Saga also partnered up with the best fusions, Ultimate Gohan, and then of course, like I said, best team of the game. You want to have G4 lead, but CMZ just does not fit in that equation. So I think his value's back. I'm not sheep. I'm gonna best team of the game. This is PvP and top. That's it right there. Even with Evil Buu, right there it is. You see it. Anytime I see CMZ, I promise you, I get very happy. It's free. Like, he's dead. He's dead, bro. I get very happy when I see CMZ nowadays. Great character. Glass cannon, all that stuff. 789. 789. This is not to say characters are bad. This is just me being realistic with a list. 789. I'm gonna have to change the list a little bit more. Even with a character like Shin, he's gaining stupendous amounts of value. I'm gonna already add him up here. I don't know if I want to have him 7. This is me just making a list very raw because it's fresh in my mind. I'm definitely adding Omega onto the list. I think he wants to be at 7. I'm gonna be 100%. I think I might do this. I really do. I'm gonna look at the other characters here. So we have. Let's bring them all up so we can get a good idea. Let's bring up Baby because he's in question. He's in contention. Frieza. It's getting spooky out here. It's getting really spooky. We're getting Evil Buu out here. We're getting Rage out here. And I think that's pretty much it. Ultra Gohan, I'm sorry, but Ultra Gohan falls so far from where he was right now currently in the meta that this is my favorite list in a long time, man, because I haven't played this much PvP in a long time. You know, given I've been making content heavily, we've been playing, you guys have seen I live stream every day, but this is the first time where I'm like playing competitively and ranked in a hot minute. When I say competitively pushing top 5, 1 ladder, Ultimate or Ultra Gohan is just not relevant whatsoever. He's already going to honorable mentions. Rage is going to be an honorable mention because I think he has great potential. It's still really early, and I don't know if I want to have him at 10 or honorable mentions, so we're going to see here. Frieza has to go in honorable mentions because individually this guy's a god. Like, he's so good. He's still got great partners. Powerful opponents is still up. Like, look how many powerful opponent options you have right now. Still great. Comeback mechanics still great. He's just still on mainly one team, and that's like standard juiced with CMZ lead. Great comp. Whether it's in Proud mode, you can, you know, work around leader slot, or if you just want to have like a PO setup or something mixed with GT regen, have so many options, man. Great stuff. But I think Frieza is definitely going to have to step out of the 10 for this one. And I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy. Trust me. I think this might be the top 10 list. We're going to give it to Rage, Boo equal for number 10. And this is what my top... Wow, this looks really good. This looks insanely good. I'm going to push Baby a little farther back. I know Omega's green, but the rush protection that he provides on Fusion is so good, man. A little bit star dependent like Baby. Very star dependent characters, but the tanking, the healing, the indestructible. The only thing that's going to stop a G4 ultimate or a rising rush situation. Obviously, you want to utilize the healing from these guys. You want to utilize the gauge as much as possible. And then when it comes down to one of those, you know, you could sack off this indestructible. And in some cases, you know, it goes type neutral and you swap in, so you might not even die. If you get lucky, or your opponent's build is not like that, or you got some stars on your Omega, he's living like a type neutral situation. Kind of crazy stuff. His strike is not really there, but blast, I don't think it affects too much because you can work around the Zenkai buffer, especially in standard mode. But GT and Proud mode is like super disgusting, right? So if you're running this guy, you're running this guy, you're running this guy, you're running this guy, and then whether it's like Super 17, Bomb Coup, those are some still really great stuff. Don't really want to talk about them right now in honorable mentions because they're just fodder / options. Like, you want to add them here because GT is actually thriving. I get it. It makes sense. They're great. They have to be in this back end position. This is nothing out of the ordinary, I promise y'all. Shin, too valuable, and in Proud and standard and everything. Just support, death buffs, disruption, the sealing of cards. I kid you not, I'm not overglazing Shin. Just not, bro. He is too good. Shin is way too good, bro. And given you can consider him fodder, whatever you want, but he's dealing crazy damage, being built all defense, tank, fits on the best team. Like I've said, Majin Buu Saga. You can leader slot him with the fusions, whether that's this guy, G4, or, even a rush protection character. But it's too good, man. Omega, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubts with his, just overall utility protection from the strongest mechanics right now, which is Rising Rush and the ultimate, and partner alongside them, having GT, having Blast Regen. I still haven't mentioned that, but Blast Regen is completely up. This guy, you can have Ultimate Gohan in the mix. You can have other regen characters in the mix. You can have powerful opponents in the mix. It's just the variety is insane. So a strong green character in the top of the list. And then Baby, we're giving him the benefit of the doubts. He's good, just at higher stars. I've seen really great potential. The snipe, obviously, the disruption, but just more times than not, he's just so like this. He's so wishy-washy. Like, I'm seeing really good stuff from him, and then I'm seeing like atrocious stuff from him. I'm seeing Gogeta going type neutral, 2-carding this dude. So he's definitely a little bit wishy-washy. I'm gonna have to give the benefit of the doubt to these two characters above him, and this is just my personal preference. I think in the range of things, he can do this. You can do this. You can work around this range. This is my personal 10. And then Majin Buu Saga, you can even argue Evil Buu over Rage, whatever. I'm gonna just, based off a color situation, I think they're in a very similar place, man. The paralyzed, the utility off Rage, the healing, the defense, really great stuff. But Evil Buu as well, Majin Buu Saga, regen, powerful opponents. Your green is tough, but you're canceling buffs. You're partnered up with Kid Buu, you're partnered up with Ultimate Gohan. So the trio right there is double endurance, double cancellation buff effects. You're protected almost at all times. Great damage dealer, even though he's defense. Like, you're building him defense, and most of the time defense, HP, all that stuff. Honorable mentions, I'm going to be completely honest here. I'll probably put Frieza up. Gohan, it's tough, man. It's tough. Maybe this order specifically. I'm looking at the rest of the stuff. There's not worthy honorable mentions. Godku, you're fine, but you just don't make it. Vegeta, you're fine, but you just don't make it. Like, you're literally fine. These are good characters, and this is why The game is in a decent spot in terms of characters. UI. I forgot about UI. Oh my goodness. Bro, like, these guys are so forgettable. They're so forgettable. Honorable mention. I have to put UI in the honorable mentions. They're so forgettable because nobody's like, you're not running. This is just the best. This is high rank. I've seen one UI in like 50 billion games. Frieza, you're not seeing him that much. Ultimate Gohan, you're not seeing him that much. He's just a liability right now from the numerous things. Fusions, Assault Chain, Rising Rush, one-shot blue card, ultimate card. You name it. So many, bro. Like, these guys are good, but they just don't make the list. Cancellation buffs. Beast is actually okay. But this is just how it is. So many things have changed. And this is my personal 10 list. I think, like I said, these are the only two that I'd have like at a tied position because I'm not sure who would have over. It's probably Rage. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's new. But this is my top 10. If you guys enjoyed, like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, peace.